Oh my god, why is my part moving like this? I want it to move smoothly into this C-frame, bruh. Wonder what I can use for that. Holy shit, this is so smooth. What is this, bro? Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial video. Today I'll teach you about TweenService. So what a TweenService is it's basically something that moves apart and has other properties as well, but one of the properties is to move apart. It moves apart to a C-frame very smoothly with its easing direction, easing style, and etc. So let's get straight into the video. Let's start. So first we create a part that we want to animate. Let's set up our Explorer, create a part, and this part will eventually move. So the properties for this part, to make the part move, you want it to be anchored so it doesn't have physics to drop down like this. What I mean by that is if I play right now, it's gonna drop down to the floor. There we go. But if I anchor it, it will stay in the air. There we go. Now, what we can do is tween it to move on the z-axis right here. So how can we do that? We start off by creating a script inside a part and naming it tween. We're gonna get our part, which is gonna be script.parent, and our service called TweenService. Game get service TweenService. Now we have our TweenService and our part. Now, the most important part about a TweenService is our tween info. So let's create our tween info. So what a tween info is, it basically stores information about the tween we are about to create. So the time, easing style, easing direction, is it repeat count, how many times you want it to repeat, and the last thing is looped, if you want it to infinitely do it. Now we're just gonna type 1 second. We want the tween to be 1 second, so it's gonna move the part to C frame in the duration of 1 second. Also, we want the easing style to be sine. We want the easing direction to be in and out, and repeat count -1. What -1 means is that it's going to infinitely, it's not going to stop, it's going to infinitely move until it reaches this point. It infinitely repeat the same action that we do here, that we do in the tween. And we're gonna set this reverse so it goes back as well to true. So whenever we tween this part right here, for example, it's gonna go back to the last C frame. Now let's get the C frame we want the part to move to. So target C frame. We're just gonna set its target C frame to the parts C frame plus or times, but I'm gonna do plus vector3.new 0, 0, and 5, for example, for the z-axis. We're going to try every single axis in this video just so you guys know how to do it. So let's create our tween. To create a tween, you need to set a variable first. So call tween anything you want. So tween equals TweenService create. The instance part, what you want to move inside this tween, the tween info that we created right here, and our properties table. So properties table can do anything. You can set its C frame to target C frame. You can set its position to another position. You can even set its part transparency to 1 so it fades away. But for this video, we're gonna do C frame equals target C frame. Now, a lot of mistakes new beginner scripters do is never call the play. So when you make a tween, you need to say play. So it actually plays the tween. Now, if we try setting it here, it's gonna move to the right, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna move to the right somewhere around here. Let's check. There we go. It moves and goes back just like this. So now that we have our tween created, and now we understand how to create a tween, let's try out multiple tween easing styles and easing directions. Also, let's try not looping it, not making it infinitely. And also, let's try moving it up and down as well. So to do that, first thing we're going to do is try the easing styles. So there are multiple easing styles, which I used right now with sine. This just smoothly moves it like this. Liner moves at a constant speed, and sine speed is determined by sine wave for gentle easing. So it basically does the same thing. The visual is the same thing. So let me show you what I mean. So it's the same thing, but it moves in a constant speed if you want this. But I always use sine because it looks more smooth, just like this. There we go. Next easing style we have is back. So when you click a easing style, it shows you what it does. So this back does slightly overshoots the target, then backs into place. Look at this. This is very cool for some games. So it sort of glitches a little before it moves back. This is a very trolling thing. Yeah. Next easing style we have is quad. Similar to sine, but with a slider sharper. So it's more curved. Let me show you what I mean. There we go. It's more smooth, I think. Curved. Next we have is our cubic. Similar to quad with a slider sharper curve. So this is a curve as well. Let's not show you that. Quar, similar to cubic. So these are the same. Similar to quar, it's the same thing. Now bounce. This is actually interesting. So if you look at this, look how silly this is, bro. I don't know why you would use this, but this looks really cool for like slop games. Next we have is our elastic. It moves like a rubber band. What I mean by that, let me show you. There we go. It just flings it a little. You see? This is also good. Next is the circle. It's a curve basically. Circle curve, just moving around this, so it's instant. This is also good. And then we have the last thing, the sharpest curve. So this is the most curviest. Let me show you. It stops a second and goes back. This is actually very cool. I might use this in my future games. Now let's go back to sine and try out the easing directions. So what easing directions does, the easing style is applied in the forward direction. So if you're making a door, for example, you want the door to open in, right? When you open it, it's going to open to the forward direction. So I suggest using in on that, and out is in the reverse direction. So what is a good example for that? For reverse direction, like if you're moving it forward and you want to bring it back, you're going to use out. And in and out is applied forward for the first half, and for the second half, you're going to apply it backwards. So for my system right here, because I loop it and set its reverse to true, I'm going to use in and out because I want the first half to apply to the forward direction and the second half to the backwards direction. So that's why you use this easing direction. Next, the repeat count. Most people just don't add these and just do a tween once, just like this. So we tweened. Okay, let me add a little. Yeah, let me add a little. Okay, that should work. Okay, we already tweened again. Alright, Tesla, wait 2 seconds. Let me show you now. So 2 seconds. There we go. Just moves once and that's it. But for this video, I'm just gonna do infinite times repeat count. True. Now the next thing I want you guys to see is how to move this part up and down. If you're making an elevator game or something, you want this part to move up and down. So how we can do that is by changing the target C frame to move up in the Y axis. So if we set the Y to 2, it's gonna move up. There we go, it moves up slightly. Let's move the loop in, because I want the forward direction, and put it above like 10. It's gonna move up. Alright, what's wrong? Oh, make sure to remove this. Alright. There we go, it moves up, just like that. This is how you move the part up. Now, if you want to move the part inward like this on the x-axis, then you have to do here 10. There we go. And this applies to the minus as well. So if you do minus, it's gonna move on the reverse direction. There we go. And if you put minus right here as well, minus 10, it's gonna move down. Move it right here. It's gonna move down. There we go. And if we put minus right here, it's gonna move to the opposite direction of this. There we go. So that's tweening for your parts. Thank you for watching. This was a beginner tutorial, so not a lot was covered here. And next video, I'll see you guys next video with more content. Please subscribe and like. Also join my Discord for suggestions, help, or anything you need. Check out my latest videos. Those are more useful than this. And thank you.